Okay, so with the video that I saw, he was shot twice, right?
Yes.
Okay. You said in the chest. So did he turn around, or was it forward, or did it go through him?
The Anthony was shot twice. The first bullet stayed in him. The second bullet went through his back, through his chest, and it went into a house.
Oh.
And that was the bullet that's in the picture next to the tattered gun that they're using as their exhibit evidence. There's two pieces of evidence that they have on the ground, supposedly in front of the park down the street. Supposedly that was the location in which these two items were discovered. But clearly you can see from what we presented here that that cannot possibly be the case. So, anyone else have any questions about the video? And this would be the time, because one of the things that the city has failed to acknowledge, they haven't changed their narrative. Their narrative is that Anthony had a gun, his DNA was found on the gun with no fingerprints. And this is after a gentleman had run from this location. The shooting actually happened right in front of this window here. And he ran about almost 100 yards, almost a football field. So it was slightly up here, and he ran all the way down to almost the end of the street. So that being the case, for someone to hold a gun in their possession, in their hands that long, they certainly should have had some fingerprints, and we have a doctor here who could probably talk a little bit on that if he chooses to. But those are the difficulties we're having with the city. And until the true version is presented and people see the true version, and all of this information here was actually on the website, the police website, but it was so manipulated that a person without the expertise and the time to expand and break it down would not have understood this story. So that was why, another reason I wanted to make sure on Anthony's day, his true story is told. And I'm getting chill bumps looking at Nicole, because Nicole and I met the day after Anthony was shot. And I met Nicole and Mimi, that's Anthony's grandmother, who actually raised him since he was about 7. And I told him that as the city commissioner here, I will commit every resource and every means to get justice and to get the community here jump-started, because we have to build trust and we have to get back on track. So with that being said, we're going to get to some questions for our esteemed panelists. And the first area we're going to cover is we're going to start with social justice. So what I'm going to do with each panelist is I'm going to ask them what is their definition of social justice.